All right, man. What's good with y'all? First topic. Hey, did the Revs get the Chiefs that game against the Texans, man?
I think it's a mixture of yes and no. I think a part of it was outrageous calls. I mean, third down calls and critical moments. Will Anderson Jr. I mean, we started off with him. I mean, he clearly hit him in the chest area. Everybody in America said it. I mean, the refs, at a certain point, you got to realize, like, certain quarterbacks going to get certain calls. And we know Mahomes is the best quarterback in the game. Like, it's undeniable. Everybody knows it. But at a certain point, what's the point of going out there playing these games if it's not going to be an even playing field? Like, if you touch him, that's 15 yards. If you breathe on him, that's 20 yards. If you, nigga, hey, Roger Goodell might go grab you off that field his damn self if you touch him. So it's like, I feel like the Texans just had a disadvantage. I mean, it was bad call after bad call. I mean, Dalton Schultz getting hit drop tackled on the very first possession that we had the ball. No call. Dalton Schultz getting called for an offensive pass interference call. When he's clearly running a route and they're both engaged on each other, we get the offensive pass interference. Clearly holding calls of Danielle Hunter trying to go get Mahomes on crucial third down plays. Jawan Taylor holding him. No call. I mean, at a certain point, the NFL got to be held accountable. Y'all got to stop finding people for them speaking the truth. I know y'all don't like them talking bad about your league, but at the end of the day, they're speaking the truth. And there's never going to be change if there's nobody to come up to the front and be the truth tellers. And obviously, Joe Mixon got the $25,000 fine for, and it's crazy because his words weren't even bad. He didn't say nothing even outrageous to get fined. Mm-hmm. So it's little stuff like that like irks my nerves. But at the same time, I just don't feel like the Texans executed at a high enough level.
He got fined for saying what he said, like in that pregame thing.
No, he got fined at the postgame.
The postgame. When he was like, we know what it is. Like,
yeah.
When we play in the stadium.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He got fined.
That's crazy.
For that.
He ain't even cuss or nothing.
And I'm pretty sure Will Anderson, if he didn't get fined, he's gonna get fined big time. I'm pretty sure D'Amico Ryan's gonna get fined big time. And at the end of the day, as a Texas fan, I can sit there and say I'm proud of those guys because you got to speak up for what's right. It's like everybody knows it. Like, it's not just the Houston Texans because we're bitter. Like, the Chiefs was a better team. I'm not going to sit there and say we were the better team. We put out a way better performance than I would have ever thought. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of those guys. Like, for real. CJ played his ass off. Like, that was the best game he played the whole year. So, I'm not disappointed in the outcome, but I'm disappointed in the fact that I feel like we didn't have the fair chance to compete. Mm-hmm. Like, all you want is just a fair chance to compete. And if we mess up, we mess up. But, I mean, you took the game out of our hands by putting it in y'all hands. And, like, it's not right. The Texans, we're going to get back in the lab. We're going to retool for sure. I just don't think, Travis Kelce, how can we not stop one guy? I mean, we locked down Juju Smith-Schuster, which obviously we know he's little than nothing. So I don't want to just put that out there. But Juju, Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins. 4 targets, 0 yards. They did not. They were blanketed the whole time. But the one person that killed us was 35-year-old Travis Kelce. 35-year-old Travis Kelce went for 100 yards on us.
God damn.
Wide open. When I tell you he was wide open, he was wide. Like, it's like we came in there with no game plan, not knowing he's the top target. Like, their run game was pretty much non-existent. They got it when they needed it for real. But outside of that, we're pretty good against the run. But Travis Kelce killed us time and time again. Mahomes continuously kept going to him when in doubt. Like, he literally, if you watch the NFL films, he literally said, hey, I was looking at Trav the whole way. I wasn't looking at nobody else. I'm looking directly at Trav. Like, the fact he knows where he's going with the ball and you cannot stop him. And it's like, as Texans fans, it's annoying knowing, like, we know that it's going to one person and y'all still not going to make the attempt to, like, double team him, bracket him, do something. Shit, they doing it to Nico the whole damn game. Shoot.
Who was covering him? Aziz?
Yeah. Yes. And we got Christian Harris fresh off IR and he don't even want to play him. Like, it was sickening, man. Damn. CJ, you played your ass off, man. The Chiefs, hey, we got another topic for you, but it's a 50-50 blame, Pa. I think it's partially we didn't play good enough. 7 missed points from Kaimi Fairbairn. I swear to God, if I see you in number 15 in Houston, I'm coming to NRG, and we're gonna have some problems. But we didn't play well enough on our part to win. But also, I feel like the refs, they took it out of our own hands. So,
for real,
I think that's fair. I don't want to sit up here and act like a sore loser because at the end of the day, we lost the game, and we could put a lot of blame on ourselves. With as well as C.J. Stroud played, and as well as the offense looked better than I expected, we can't settle for 3 all the time. We got to put the ball in the end zone. And the defense, we played a tremendous game plan for the most part, but that second half killed us. We had all the momentum in the world up until that Kyrie Fairbairn missed extra point to tie the game, and after that, the Chiefs took that ball down the field, got 7, and we couldn't really do much after that. But at the same time, 2 things can be true. The game was won and lost by the Texans. It was won by the Chiefs and it was lost by the Texans. But at the same time, you could also sit up here and act and with your open eyes and see that there were some calls that were critical to the outcome of that game. I'm not going to say that we would have won the game 100%, but I will say this. I'm a defensive player. I've played linebacker, defensive end, all the way to the college level.
Collegiate guy. Make sure you look him up, Charles Bursey. He was a dog, man.
Check this out. I've played sports. I've played football for over half my life. I played most of that time on the defensive side. Never in my life have I seen 2 defenders collide and the offensive player get the benefit of the doubt. Henry toe-to-toe with that unnecessary roughness was insane. I've never seen that before, ever. And I've been watching the game.
You talking about when he flopped?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about he was scrambling, waiting to the last second to hit the ground.
The slide with both of the where the helmets collided.
Him and Fudukasi, man. That's
they ain't even hit his ass.
They hit each other. When in doubt, exactly.
15-yard penalty.
When in doubt, give the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. At a certain point, it's just annoying because this isn't new. We know what it is. We are not the biggest or the greatest example. We're just the latest. The Chiefs have been getting some of the most insane calls in past experiences, and I heard a lot of people compare it to the likes of what the Patriots got back in their dynastic days. But I think what the difference between those 2 franchises have is the Patriots, it wasn't in the situations that were seemingly critical, where the game is in the balance. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like the Texans didn't have their fuck-ups. The O-line was terrible. Dalton Schultz blocking on the edge, Jesus Christ, we got to work on that, my brother. And then the defense we did sell at the end, but at the same time, we can't sit up here and ignore those flagrant calls, or for the lack of better words, the flagrant missed calls on our end that influence the type of game now is being played.
That's a tough loss for y'all, honestly. I hate that for y'all. But we already know what it is with the Chiefs, man. Just like Joe Mixon said, we know what it is when we come to play in the stadium. You know what I mean? Like, we've been seeing this all season. We've been seeing, like, the Chiefs get all these BS calls in the regular season, now in the postseason. So it's like, I mean...
Are we shocked? Are we shocked?
Yeah, I'm not shocked. And then y'all playing at Arrowhead? Like, yeah, like, there was no... I mean, I was rooting for y'all to win, but... I thought it'd be like a closer game, you know what I mean? But it wasn't a bad game from y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's just the refs. I feel like they hold y'all on a lot of stuff. Like, I'm seeing Pat Mahomes, like, flopping when he going out of bounds and stuff like that. When he literally just making sure, like, as a defensive player, bro, you're taught to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just pushing to make sure he is out of bounds. He flopping and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I think you're also at a disadvantage as well when you knowing that the game is predicated on protecting the offensive player.
Yeah,
and
like
the fact that if you even attempt to like get a little physical with them because they're trying to cheat to get those extra 2 to 3 extra yards, you're gonna get penalized if you put him on his ass. So it's like at a defensive player, you're already at a you're at a disadvantage already. You can't be physical. You can't play football the way the game was taught to be played.
Literally, like. It's like they're treating it like it's at practice. Like, you know, in practice, like you can't, y'all know this, when you can't touch the quarterback, they treating it like that. This is a live game. Like, we full pass, we suited up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand if it's like if it's, you know, intentional. You can tell when something's intentional, you can tell when something is not intentional. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. The Chiefs have to be stopped. I don't even know if the Bills will beat them, but I hope they do. But you know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on that. You know, so